The CDC is reporting that since the year 1999, drug addiction-related deaths in the United States have quadrupled. So this is a huge topic right now. Joining me now is Dr. Emily Lazenby, and she's with MedPlex Inc. So, Dr. Lazenby, what's the biggest thing you want people to know about addiction?
What I'd like people to know is that with opiate dependency, anyone can be affected. We treat men and women from all walks of life, and many of them, when they come to us, feel very ashamed and alone. But there's help, and I think it's so rewarding to be able to take a person that's in a very difficult point in their life and be able to offer them a way to turn things around.
And so opiate addiction is still on the rise.
Absolutely. In the U.S., there's been some recent new attention from the presidential administration, setting aside new funds and changing some limits for medications that can help. And in fact, the Surgeon General has even asked people to look at opiate dependence as more of a chronic condition like diabetes or high blood pressure.
So they've focused attention and resources on helping with addiction. This could really change their lives.
Absolutely. If you or someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42. The CDC is reporting that since the year 1999, drug addiction-related deaths in the United States have quadrupled. So this is a huge topic right now. Joining me now is Dr. Emily Lazenby, and she's with MedPlex Inc. So, Dr. Lazenby, what's the biggest thing you want people to know about addiction?
What I'd like people to know is that with opiate dependency, anyone can be affected. We treat men and women from all walks of life, and many of them, when they come to us, feel very ashamed and alone, but there's help, and I think it's so rewarding to be able to take a person that's in a very difficult point in their life and be able to offer them a way to turn things around. Someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42.
Hi, I'm Devron Smith with Steel City Realty Group in Trussville. Are you thinking of buying or selling a home in the Birmingham area? What about a career in real estate? Call or text me and let's get started today.
With a disaster, a little compassion can go a long way. One of our clients, a retired firefighter, a man who dedicated his life to helping and serving others, lost his own home in a fire. We searched through the rubble and managed to salvage one precious thing, his original firefighter's uniform. The look on his face, it's a moment I'll never forget. It's why we do what we do.
We are Paul Davis!
I am Paul Davis, and I am a difference maker.
That's it. Swing all the way through, going forward and all the way back. There you go. There you go. Woo!
That's tough.
Yeah.
For him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Drive your hips up. Good. Back with your legs.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside
Welcome, everybody, to Oxford, Alabama, as the Clay-Chalkville Cougars have rolled down I-20 to take on the Yellow Jackets. This game is a critical matchup as it will determine the region champion in all likelihood. If the Cougars win, they are the champs outright. Oxford has one defeat, but it is out of region play. So if they win, they're the champion outright. There is no one else in the region right now that matches the record within it, which both are 4-0. Taking a little bit of history into account, these teams have faced each other 18 times, with the Cougars coming away with 13 victories and Oxford 5. And the captains are on the field. For Oxford, it is number 10, Keenan Britt, number 5, Jaden Thomas, number 8, Latravion Figures, and that appears to be number 7, Judd Sire. For the Cougars this evening, your captains are number 38, Dion Callens, number 45, Patrick Smith, and number 64, Adrian Spivey. Oxford won the state championship in 2019, with the Cougars coming away with a championship in 2021. In that time, these teams have either been a semifinalist or within the third round of the playoffs, the other team in the mix being Pinson Valley. That tells you a lot about 6A R6 and just how tough it is. The Cougars all season have been rolling over their opponents, while Oxford has had more close contests, notably against the Panthers of Pell City. Head coach Sam Adams is going to have his boys ready tonight, and I promise you, they want to knock off the proverbial 8,000-pound gorilla in Clay-Chalkville. Now, only twice in these matchups has there been any kind of blowout in the history, one of them being a 52-35 win by the Cougars in 06 and 45-9 in 18. So I expect this one to be a Donnybrook, folks. The Cougars effectively have been off for, you could say, 2 weeks, with a bye week after Thompson and last week facing Huffman. There may be a little rust on the field, and we'll see. And we're going to go into introducing our offensive and defensive lineup. Starting lineups for your Clay-Chalkville Cougars. Number 9, quarterback Jalen Mbakwe. Number 3, wide receiver Marlon Compton. Number 4, wide receiver Mario Craver. Number 10, wide receiver Corey Barber. Number 21, running back Aaron Osley. Number 17, tight end Jabari Staples. Your center is number 54, Brady Phillips. At left guard, protecting the blind side, number 65, A.J. Williams. Your left tackle, number 57, J.T. Jones. At right guard, number 64, Adrian Spivey. And Big Shaq, number 72, right tackle, Jaquan McCroy. All right, folks. Well, there's our offensive lineup. We will be bringing the defense on once they come onto the field. Oxford's band still on the field as their players get ready to run through. And let's see, learn to take the heat because you're about to get beat. Cougars, are you ready to taste defeat? Well, that's what the sign says. Let's see how well that holds up tonight. As Oxford gets ready to take the field. And Cougars are already on the sideline. And, of course, they have the LED lights so they can go kind of disco on everything. Now, Oxford just built a new field house to the tune of about $20 million with an indoor practice facility, new weight room, and a whole lot of nice toys. But I can tell you this, the Cougars really don't care. As far as they're concerned, it's a $20 million toy, but it doesn't speak to what happens between the hash marks and the end zones. So that's what the Cougars are all about tonight, wanting to remain undefeated. And the officials are sitting there having a discussion as the band finally gets off the field. The cheerleaders finally get off the field. The flag girls for Oxford finally get off the field. So And the Cougars are coming out onto the field. The usual suspects back deep to receive for the Cougars. That would be number 3, Marlon Compton, number 4, Mario Craver, and number 16, Kumar Robinson. They get the ball set, handling the kicking chores for Oxford is number 98, Ray Barrera. This game brought to you by Step Sports Training. And we're underway. Bit of a short kick. It's going to be retrieved at the 15. Number 16 on the return. That's Kumar Robinson. Oxford tried to claim that they had a turnover, but that is not the case. On the stop, number 2, that is Jaden Lewis for Oxford. So the Cougars will start the first drive of the contest from the 34-yard line. Cougars in all white this evening. Oxford in black and gold. Got a man in motion, and Jay Bubba scoots up the middle. He's going to be met by a number of Oxford defenders. At the bottom of the pile for Oxford is number 3, Donovan Jones. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Clay-Chalkville. Shotgun formation, 2 low, 1 high, two men in the backfield. Cougars with the extra blocker. Osley looking for room. He's going to get across the 40. And it looks like he's going to be brought down by number 34, and that is Hudson Gilman. It's going to be 3rd down for the Cougars. And they're going to need 3 to keep the chains moving. They need to get to the 44-yard line. Cougars with 2 wide. There's the give. And they're not just going to get a first down. They're going to get a lot more than that. And it looks like they're going to get across the 50. Osley, the ball carrier. Pickup of about 8 yards on that play. At the bottom of that pile, number 52 for Oxford. That is Caleb Tenner. So the Cougars move the chains. And that is a Paul Davis first down for Clay-Chalkville. Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. 2 high, 1 low, single man in the backfield. Jay Bubba in the shotgun formation. There's the handoff. A little bit of pressure. Jay Bubba's going to take off to his right. He's still on his feet, and he's going to go out right. Let's see, they're saying he is right at the 41-yard line. We'll see where the spot is. Right. It does move the chains. That's another Paul Davis first down, and I stand corrected. That ball, yep, it is outed at the 41. I got it right. There's the toss. Big hit by the Oxford defense. Number 10, Keenan Britt. Lays some wood. Got to acknowledge that one. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll make it 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. Cougars look to the sideline to get the call. And Bubba on the keeper. Bubba slips the tackle, turns it back inside, and he's going to go down close to the 30. We'll see where the official spots it. Number 34, Hudson Gilman, involved on that stop. Big gain of 9 yards on the play will make it 3rd and 2 for the Cougars. Ball is at the 33. Cougars looking to do the same thing based on what I'm seeing now that they did against Thompson, and that is to try to bully the Oxford defensive front. This time Bubba goes to his left, avoids number 43, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Jayez Fleming, the outside linebacker, cannot get a hold of Jay Bubba, and he's going to move the sticks for another Paul Davis first down. 8:26 into the first quarter. Ball at the 25-yard line. 3 receiver set. Craver out wide. There's the quick release. And Osley grabs that one, and he's going to be brought down by Judd Sire. Cougars putting together a very nice drive to open the contest. About 6 minutes have elapsed in the first quarter. Cougars demonstrating patience, matriculating the ball down the field. So effectively 1st and goal to go for Clay-Chalkville. 2 low, 1 high. Single man in the backfield. Man goes into motion. That's number 11, Bravis Cave. And there's the quick pass. And there is the flag. And that is going to be interference. Number 16, Kamara Robinson, the intended receiver. Number 8, the Travion Figures, the defensive back, trying to keep the touchdown from happening. Got a hold of his jersey and rode his back a little like Superman's cape. So that's half the distance to the goal, which puts the Cougars at the 5-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal to go from that point. And any team in the state of Alabama knows you do not want to help the Cougars out. They do a fine job of moving the ball offensively on their own. So Cougars with 2 wide, jumbo formation, 2 men in the backfield. And there's the give to Osley. Osley trying to pound his way through. Looks like he does do it. And that is a touchdown for the Cougars. Cougars bully their way down the field to get the score. And that is a Brett Rogers, Keller Williams Realty touchdown for the Cougars. Anton Ellison handling the kicking chores. There's the snap, there's the kick. And he hits the Y, which means it's good. And the defense is about to be introduced, folks. At safety, number 12, Xavier Starks. Safety, number 8, Dion Gunn. At cornerback, number 23, Jamarcus Jones. Number 38, Deion Kellens, cornerback. At linebacker, number 6, the hit stick, DJ Barber. At linebacker, number 11, Carlos Ivy. At linebacker, 0, Rod Ivy. At linebacker, number 13, Nakarius Allen. Defensive tackle, number 45, Patrick Smith Jr. Defensive tackle, number 49, Avion Pickett. And at defensive tackle, number 96, Randale, a.k.a. Junior Cole. Ellison handling the kicking chores for the Cougars. D.K. Wilson along with Kamari Hampton back deep for Oxford. Now let's see if Ellison puts this one through the end zone. He has a tendency to do that. He puts him back to the 1. And they're going to bring him down just shy of the 20. Coming up from that appeared to be number 29, Christian Black, with a stop for Clay-Chalkville. Now the Cougar defense is been basically lights out all year. The only team to give them any kind of trouble whatsoever was the Thompson Warriors. And Oxford knows that it is a tall order. There's the snap, there's the give. Oxford finds a little bit of room up the middle. Number 5, the ball carrier. That is Jaden Thomas. He's going to be brought down by number 6, DJ Barber. And it's a first down right off the bat for Oxford. Oxford wanting to prove they can give just as much as they can take. Here's the quick release, and the pass is complete. And a big hit. DJ Barber in on that stop once again. Nick Richardson with the reception for Oxford. No gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. There's the give, quick release again. There's the block. Richardson, the receiver, once again. He's going to be brought down by Xavier Starks. And that's going to move the sticks. Oxford looking to maintain tempo. 2 receivers high, single man in the backfield. Oxford keeping an extra blocker in. Man goes into motion, and the Cougar defense gets back there quickly. So the quarterback manages to get rid of that one quick as the Cougars are bringing pressure. Back there under center for Oxford tonight is Mason Mims. Oxford going 3 wide to the high side of the field. And that pass is going to be caught by number 1, Kamari Hampton. And he's going to gain 8 yards. Ball is at the Cougar 49. Oxford checking in with the sideline. So this time, Oxford pretty much in the same formation. This time it's just reverse, going 3 wide. A little bit of loose coverage by the Cougars. Oxford runs the ball. Tackles missed everywhere by Clay-Chalkville. Before DJ Barber catches up to number 5, Jaden Thomas. Not a characteristic look by the Cougar defense to start the contest. We're about halfway through the first quarter. We'll see if the Cougar defense tightens up. Oxford goes 2 wide, and there's going to be a flag on that one. That's going to be pass interference against the Cougars. So that'll put the ball inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal to go for Oxford. This is one of those moments where the Cougar defense finds out about itself. Oxford 2 wide. Not a whole lot of room for Jaden Thomas. Oxford testing that Cougar front. At the bottom of that pile, number 96, Randall Cole. That'll bring up second down. The one thing the Cougars take pride in is that average scoring. There's the handoff once again to number 5. Jaden Thomas once again with the call, and that'll bring up third down. And that ball is just behind the 9-yard line. So Oxford's going to go 3 wide, single man in the backfield. Trying to spread the Cougars out a little bit. Defense talking to one another. He drops back. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, and there it is. Cougars bringing the pressure. Number 13 for Clay-Chalkville, Nicarius Allen with a huge sack. And that'll bring up a loss of yardage and a fourth down. So the Cougar defense manages to wake up, but not without putting Oxford in the field goal position. So number 9, Nick Richardson will hold. Number 98, Ray Barrera will kick. And we'll see if Oxford can make hay out of this. Low snap. And that one doesn't appear to be good. And bonk, there it is. No good. So the Cougars didn't block it, but the upright did. And the Cougars dodge a bullet. And the offense will come back out onto the field.
The storm was intense. Took off nearly half our building's roof. Paul Davis immediately secured and stabilized our property to prevent further damage.
With commercial properties, speed really matters. We use 360 scanning to make a rendering of the damaged space. In no time, our specialists were at work.
The technology they used made it easy for our staff, the insurance company, and the contractors to coordinate progress and speed up repairs.
This church is vital to the community. We focused on getting the doors back open.
So the Cougars dodge a bullet. They go 3 wide. Put a man in motion, so you got 3 low, 1 high, single man backfield. And there is the give to number 3, Marlon Compton. But not a whole lot coming out of that one, if anything. No gain on the play. That'll bring up second down. Cougars looking to the sideline to get the play. Cougars go 3 wide to their right, or your low side if you're watching. Cave goes into motion. There's a run up right the middle. That is Mbakwe. That should move the sticks. Number 34, number 33, respectively. And that is Hudson Gilman and Jaden Sharp. Pardon me, James Tapley and Hudson Gilman, respectively, for Oxford. And that's a Paul Davis first down for the Cougars. The ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Cougars going 3 wide, 2 low, 1 high, single man in the backfield. Goes to motion. Mbakwe looking for something. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gains about 3 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Oxford with good coverage. Cougars not trying to do anything too fancy outside of that one reverse earlier. The Yellow Jackets very much aware of the capabilities of Mbakwe, and they know that the Cougars have weapons all over the field. 2 men in the backfield. Mbakwe directly under center. Cougars keep it conservative. That is Taurus Chambers, the ball carrier. And that's going to be 4th and 6 for Clay-Chalkville. Number 32 at the heart of that stop. That's P.J. Watkins along with Keenan Britt. And the Cougars are going to go for it. You talk about faith in your defense, you better believe the Cougars have it. And there it is. How about that on 4th down inside their own territory? Number 16, Kumar Robinson, catches a rope from Jay Bubba, and that is a Paul Davis first down for the Cougars. And they're going to get to the Oxford 40. And you talk about a statement play. Cougars letting them know we're here. They're 4 wide, single bait in the backfield. Man in motion. Osley, the ball carrier. The Oxford front bringing them down. That is Britt along with Gilman putting in that effort on the stop. They're going to give the Cougars a yard. Cougars with 3 wide. Cave goes into motion. Bubba turns on the Jets to run wide, but Oxford reads it. And he's going to be run out of bounds by number 43, Chayez Fleming of the Jackets. Play actually loses a yard and brings up 3rd down. 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cougars having been satisfied with matriculating the ball down the field. Not too fast, not too slow. Taking what the Jackets give them. Cougars in bunch. Man in motion. There's the quick release. Osley stays on his feet and stays in bounds. Looks like he has the first. And they're going to say he's out of bounds, about a shave from the first. So it's going to be 4th and extremely short. You know what's about to happen here. Oxford bringing in the beef, number 67, Jaden Young, along with number 52, Caleb Tenner, comes in to shore up the Oxford front. And we're going to see who's going to bully who. And I think we know. And they're going to say they didn't get it. Now, I honestly got to admit, I'm kind of surprised that the Cougars didn't try to go off tackle. Maybe even go a little shallow just to move the sticks. But in this game, it's one of those things where I'm going to prove it to you or you're going to prove it to me. And so those things happen. I'd say that this time Oxford dodged a bullet. And now the Cougar defense. There's the delay on the handoff. Number 23, D.K. Wilson, is going to be wrapped up by a host of Cougar defenders. Part of that stop number 49, Mr. Avion Pickett, along with number 7, Carlos Ivy. And it looks like Oxford is going to opt, maybe not. They're going to get under center. Let's see if the clock runs out before they snap it. And nope, that'll do it for the first quarter, folks. Your Cougars lead 7-0, and we're going to go to commercial and be right back. So we're back, folks. After a back and forth first quarter, Cougars managing to get on the board first. And some scoring updates. Mortimer, Jordan, and Mountain Brook, we do not have any score as of yet in that contest. No score from Minor and Parker. As the teams get reset. Here's the release to number 23. And he's going to be wrapped up by Roderick Ivy. In there with the assist is Dion Callens. 5-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up third down. Cougars look like they're going to blitz. 3-man front. Too low. And the Cougars are not fooled. DJ Barber answering the call. Number 5, Jaden Thomas, the ball carrier, and that's going to bring up fourth down. And that's the Cougar defense that we're familiar with, not what happened to start the contest. And like I said, folks, Clay-Chalkville's essentially been off the last 2 weeks. Not taking anything away from Huffman. Craver back deep. And it's loose on the ground, I tell you. And that one blows up in the face of the Yellow Jackets. And the Cougars are going to have a short field to work with. Sia White swam into the backfield. So Cougar special teams answering the bell. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Cougars essentially in run formation. Oxford in the 4-3. And Jay Bubbles has an open man. And that is a touchdown for the Cougars. Mario Craver getting the job done. And Cougars essentially in run formation. We're going to watch the replay. Oxford in the 4-3. And Jay Bubbles has an open man. Perfectly thrown ball. And that is a nothing the defender could do. And Craver says, feed me. And Ellison comes back to get some PAT action. And he puts that one on the peak of the roof. That's good. And the Cougars extend their lead to 14. What a touchdown by the Cougars. So we're going to go to commercial right quick, and we'll be right back.
You deserve care that's designed specifically for you. At M3, you are our focus. We help you move well, live well, and do amazing things.
All right, folks, some scores from around the area. Notably, this side of I-20 that we're on, Leeds is over Moody 14-7. No score from Mountain Brook and Mortimer Jordan. Ellison gets set to kick it off. And there's the kick. And he booms that one into the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. And the Oxford will start this drive from their own 20-yard line. So as I noted to you, the Cougars might have been a little rusty. And on defense early it showed, but looks like they're plenty awake now. Spain Park leads Hewitt-Trussville 14-7, nearing the end of the first quarter. DJ Barber along with Carlos Ivy bringing down number 5, Jaden Thomas, after a gain of about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Jackets. Oxford looking to get time to throw, don't really have it. And there is a flag, and that one's going to be interference. Xavier Starks, the safety, defending that play. So we'll see how that one ends up getting marked off. That's the 15-yard variety. But I tell you what, if you got to get interference, and nobody wants any penalty, but if he'd have caught the ball, he'd have been around the Cougar 45-yard line. This keeps the ball in Oxford territory and at the 38. So you tell me, which would you rather have? That looks like Mr. Avion Pickett with the shoestring tackle. 2-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Oxford. Ball is at the 40. Cougars in the 3-4. Ball is loose. Mr. Pickett in the neighborhood puts the tag on Mason Mims. Loss of yardage will make it 3rd and 13 for the Yellow Jackets. Cougars able to bring some pressure. It'll be interesting to watch Mims this evening, how he deals with that from the Cougars. So Oxford goes 4 wide, single man in the backfield. Here comes Clay-Chalkville. They're bringing the pressure, and they're all over him. And DJ Barber will get credit for that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. The pressure and the speed of the Cougar defense getting the job done once again. We got about 8 minutes remaining in the half. Super Mario back deep for Clay-Chalkville. Number 34, Hudson Gilman, handling the punting chores. And he gets off a good one. Here comes Craver. Oxford trying to strip the ball. Number 19, Nick Hampton, brings him down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 45-yard line. And we'd like to take a moment to thank our fine sponsors this season. Step by Step Sports Training, of course, is the sponsor for this game. Paul Davis Restorations, North Park Baptist Church, Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty, M3 Performance and Physical Therapy, along with Medplex Inc. and Crosspoint Baptist Church, along with Discount Warehouse. There's a flag on the field. Craver still going. No one's going to catch him, but we all have to see there are 2 flags. Holding is usually what there it is. So that one's coming back, and that's a spot foul. We got 2 flags, so we'll see which one sticks. But the Cougars are demonstrating their will in the contest thus far. And this game by far is Oxford's toughest test of the season. So we'll see where they march this back from, and it's a 10-yard penalty. And they're going to say it happened at the line of scrimmage, so 1st and 20 it is. So that puts it at the 35. Cougars with 3 wide. There's the quick release. Osley with the reception, number 3. Donovan Jones with the stop for Oxford. So a gain of about 2 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Cougars. Cougars not in any kind of hurry, taking their time, working the clock, about 10 seconds left on the play clock. Osley with the give. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Cougars. Ball is going to get to the 38-yard line. Cougars demonstrating patience. Don't appear to be too worried. They're going to go 3 wide to the low side of the field, 1 high. Stretch it out. Bubba slips out the pocket, has an open man. Pass intended for number 3, Marlon Compton, who has got a bit of a limp coming off the field. Maybe a cramp. He's able to come off. Doesn't appear hurt in a bad way. The trainers will tend to that. And so now the Cougars will punt. This is interesting. Here's a bullet, and it's going to take a Cougar bounce, and it's going, and it stops at the 10. Ball basically said, I'm done, so DJ Barber downs it at the 10-yard line. 5:41 remaining in the first half of play. So Oxford, knowing that they're down, is going to try to get something going here. Cougars showing blitz. And it looks like they're going to continue to bring the pressure. No running lanes at all for Oxford. Number 7, Carlos Ivy at the bottom of that pile. Number 23, D.K. Wilson, the ball carrier. Manages to scrape a little out of that. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Cougars get the defensive call and will make the adjustments. 2 high, single man low, 1 man in the backfield, shotgun formation. There's the snap. And here comes the Cougar defenders. And he has to get rid of that quickly. And that should have been intercepted by the Cougars. They're regretting that one. Number 12, Xavier Starks, claps his hands in frustration. Nonetheless, that'll bring up 3rd down. I don't think this year, looking back at the numbers, that the Cougar defense has scored as much this season as they did last season, and they know it. So you can bet they're chomping at the bit to do something. Oxford spreading it out. Here comes the Cougar defense, and no room, and I believe at the bottom of that pile is number 96, Randall Cole. And Mason Mims has been getting harassed all night. Loss of yardage on the play. It'll be 4th and 13, and Oxford will have to punt from deep in their own territory. And he better get off a good one, because Craver is waiting back there and would love nothing more to get back that touchdown that he had claimed before the holding call. And that one is kind of shanked, and it takes an Oxford bounce. Craver gets it, picks it up, and the turf gets him. But there's a flag on the field. This is going to be an interesting call. The flag thrown right at where Craver was, and it's holding. So that'll go against the Cougars. And with the penalty, they'll start this drive from the 33-yard line. Cougars looking to add a little more to that lead, knowing that they've got to kick it off at the second half. So the Cougars with 3 wide, 2 low, single man high, 1 man in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Oxford with a 4-man front. And that pass is caught. Number 10, Corey Barber with a nice grab, and that's going to move the sticks. And it'll be a Paul Davis first down for the Cougars. The cameraman was even fooled on that. Cougars going 5 wide, 3 high, 2 low, empty backfield. A lot of motion. Now they go into jumbo. Cougars going high, and that one is just out of the reach of Mario Craver. He had him. So that'll bring up 2nd down. Cougars have figured out that they've probably got the Jets to outrun the Oxford defense. So we'll see if they continue to try to go deep. Cougars going 3 wide this time. Single man in the backfield. Cave goes into motion. Osley, the ball carrier. He's going to be brought down by number 33, James Tapley. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Clay. Ball right at the 49-yard line. So the Cougars go 4 wide, single man in the backfield. Clock continues to run. Robinson went into motion to go high. And has a man wide open. And that is number 3, Marlon Compton. There is a flag on the field. But that one looks like it's a personal foul against Oxford. So that's going to tack 15 on to the end of that play. And with that penalty, the ball will go to the 15-yard line. So if nothing else, the Cougars are in field goal position. And it is quiet over here in Oxford, folks. So the Cougars with 2 wide. 2 go in motion to the left. And there's the give to Chambers. Chambers still bowling his way inside the 5. And he's going to go down at the 2-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal to go for Clay-Chalkville. Clay-Chalkville beginning to impose their will on Oxford. 1st and goal to go, Cougars. So Cougars with 2 really wide. And Chambers goes bowling in there for the Cougars, and that is a touchdown. So Cougars with 2 really wide. And Chambers goes bowling in there for the Cougars, and that is a touchdown. So Ellison with the PAT after the Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty touchdown. And that is good. So the Cougars now up 21-0 with a $1:48 remaining in the first half. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Got a quick scoring update from our neighbors down the road. They trail Spain Park 21-13 in the second quarter. Ellison getting ready to handle the kicking chores. Thompson leads Tuscaloosa County 13-0. Ellison with a high kick. And it takes a Cougar bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds. So with it going out of bounds, they will start this one from the 35, if I remember right. Gardendale over Woodlawn 27-6. And I don't believe what I'm seeing. Pell City's usually good about updating the score, but Pell City and Huffman are scoreless? Well, well, well. That pass caught by number 9, Nick Richardson. Solid gain of 8 yards on that pass. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 43 for Oxford. Richardson going out of bounds. DJ Barber along with Carlos Ivy, the first ones to arrive on that play. Clock continuing to run. Oxford going 4 wide. Number 19 goes into motion. That's Nick Hampton. Here comes the Cougar defense, and that pass falls incomplete. Intended for Jaden Thomas. Cougars bringing the pressure. Number 45, Patrick Smith, gets tripped up by the turf. I have to believe he would have had the sack if it weren't for that. Nonetheless, that stops the clock with 46 seconds remaining. And it's going to be 4th and 3 for Oxford. And they're going to elect to punt it. Back deep for the Cougars, number 16, Kamara Robinson. High punt is going to go out of bounds. We'll see where the official stops walking. And it's a 29-yard line is where his toe is. So the Cougars will try to punch it in one more time before the half, I'm sure. I would not be surprised if Oxford goes into max prevent. The Cougars' speed at receiver is not to be played with. So you've got Robinson, Compton, Craver. Osley comes back inside. Cougars pushing the pile. And that's going to be another Paul Davis first down for the Cougars. And the clock is going to be stopped with 30 seconds. Well, looks like there's a flag. Yep, there it is. Right there near the stripe. It's waved off. So, back we go. That first down will stand. The ball will go to the 41-yard line. I was a little bit curious on that one where that flag was thrown because that play was not in that direction. So 27 seconds remain, and the Cougars are going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Devron Smith with Steel City Realty Group in Trussville. Are you thinking of buying or selling a home in the Birmingham area? What about a career in real estate? Call or text me and let's get started today.
You're an expert on what moves you. We use our knowledge and experience to help you move well, live well, and do amazing things.
All right, folks, we're back live. Out of Region 1, 6A, Spanish Fort leads Robertsdale 28-0. And some would say, well, why does Spanish Fort matter? They are one of the toughest teams in 6A and are expected to be singing to the playoffs. could easily be seen in a championship game. Don't sleep on Spanish Fort. All right, we're back. Cougars are lined up. Man in motion. Bubba back, steps out of the pocket. Looking for a man downfield. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And that's going to stop the clock. Heads up play by Mbakwe. Got a T-shirt cannon going off in front of us. So the Cougars have 3 high. Osley goes into motion in that direction. And that pass is going to hit the ground. Bad throw by Jay Bubba. Got to call it for what it is. And that'll bring up 3rd down. I could hear the coaches from up here saying, don't throw it. Hell, he threw it. And he got away with one. Can't make mistakes like that. So the Cougars are 4 wide, 3 high, 1 low. Shotgun formation, single man in the backfield. Play is blown dead. We have a timeout by the Cougars. We'll go to commercial and be right back. 13 seconds remaining in the first half.
CDC is reporting that since the year 1999, drug addiction-related deaths in the United States have quadrupled. So this is a huge topic right now. Joining me now is Dr. Emily Lazenby, and she's with Medplex Inc. So, Dr. Lazenby, what's the biggest thing you want people to know about addiction?
What I'd like people to know is that with opiate dependency, anyone can be affected. We treat men and women from all walks of life, and many of them, when they come to us, feel very ashamed and alone, but there's help. And I think it's so rewarding to be able to take a person that's in a very difficult point in their life and be able to offer them a way to turn things around. Someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42.
All right, folks, we're back. Having a little fun back here. We obviously keep up with some of the comments, and I always love it when somebody's got a, hey, what are you watching? Well, hey, I wear bifocals too. I'm also 54 years old. I'm entitled to a few mistakes. Anyway, we're back, and the Cougars pushed a pile, and I think we're just going to let the clock run out, and we're going to go to halftime and catch a break. Hey, be sure to press that like button. Give us that thumbs up, share. Let everybody know that the Cougars are leading 21-0 to come and watch some of this action. We're going to halftime, and we'll see you at the next kickoff.
Vegas has become one of America's fastest growing cities. Ann Road Animal Hospital welcomes anyone who is committed to practicing the best veterinary medicine. We hold ourselves to the highest of medical standards and remain accountable for ensuring that clients and their pets receive optimal service and care. Visit our website at annroadah.com and apply today.
I'm Brett Rogers, your trusted local real estate expert and the owner of the Brett Rogers Realty Group at Keller Williams. My team and myself take pride in making the home selling or buying process as painless and easy as possible. While a transaction can be stressful, we make it our job to take as much stress off of you so that you can enjoy your investments. We are not just here to sell houses, we are here to build relationships that will last a lifetime while helping your home dreams come true. When working for buyers, we work tirelessly to get you into a home at the best price and help you make sound decisions for your family. When the time comes for you to sell that home, we are here with the marketing expertise to showcase your property to the fullest. and get you the greatest amount of profit into your pocket. We are here to guide you every step of the way with honesty and trust as our core values. Pick a partner you can trust when your biggest investment is on the line. You can visit our website at BrettRogersRealtor.com, or you can call me anytime at 205-540-1182. And let's get you to the closing table.
You use your hands to do a lot. We use our hands to help you move well, live well, and do amazing things.
I'm Brett Rogers, your trusted local real estate expert and the owner of the Brett Rogers Realty Group at Keller Williams. My team and myself take pride in making the home selling or buying process as painless and easy as possible. While a transaction can be stressful, we make it our job to take as much stress off of you so that you can enjoy your investments. We are not just here to sell houses, we are here to build relationships that will last a lifetime while helping your home dreams come true. When working for buyers, we work tirelessly to get you into a home at the best price and help you make sound decisions for your family. When the time comes for you to sell that home, we are here with the marketing expertise to showcase your property to the fullest and get you the greatest amount of profit into your pocket. We are here to guide you every step of the way with honesty and trust as our core values. Pick a partner you can trust when your biggest investment is on the line. You can visit our website at brettrogersrealtor.com or you can call me anytime at 205-540-1182. And let's get you to the closing table.
With a disaster, a little compassion can go a long way. One of our clients, a retired firefighter, a man who dedicated his life to helping and serving others, lost his own home in a fire. We searched through the rubble and managed to salvage one precious thing, his original firefighter's uniform. The look on his face, it's a moment I'll never forget. It's why we do what we do.
We are Paul Davis!
I am Paul Davis, and I am a difference maker.
You use your hands to do a lot. We use our hands to help you move well, live well, and do amazing things.
I'm Devron Smith with Steel City Realty Group in Trustful. Are you thinking of buying or selling a home in the Birmingham area? What about a career in real estate? Call or text me and let's get started today.
All right, folks, we've had an interesting first half. Cougars getting off to a bit of a slow start defensively. Offensively, they've been okay. It's kind of the tables have kind of flipped a little bit, where the defense has woken up, the offense has kind of sputtered a little bit at times. Nonetheless, the Cougars lead 21-0, looking to be en route to another region championship. This one would be the third in a row for the Cougars. Got some scoring updates from around the area. James Clemens leads Albertville 22-6. That is a 7A contest. Ramsey in 5A leads 31-0 at the half. In a key 6A matchup that has playoff implications, Hartselle leads Decatur 14-7. Our neighbors down the road, Hewitt-Trussville, trail Spain Park 24-13. In another 6A matchup that has playoff implications, Homewood leads Pelham 14-7. Mountain Brook is leading Mortimer Jordan 35-7. And, of course, we're up 21-0. In another key 7A matchup, Central Phoenix City, who appears is on track to face Thompson again for another title, leads Auburn 27-3 at the half. And Pinson Valley leads Shades Valley 14-7. Hoover hanging on over Chelsea 14-7. And Briarwood over Benjamin Russell 14-0. And Theodore over McGill-Tulin 21-0. That is another 6A powerhouse from the South region. So there's some teams you got to keep an eye out for down there because it can be interesting at the end of the day. And Mary G. Montgomery looks like they're going to take off and win a region title as they lead Daphne 20-0. Still have no update from Huffman and Pell City. So as we get ready to start the second half, some questions that probably the coaches might be asking about is, not getting in too much of a rush, not getting in a hurry. One of the plays that reflected that was Mbakwe's pass that was nearly picked off. And, of course, we don't want the defense going to sleep as they realize that Oxford came to play when they marched down the field running consistently on their first drive of the contest. So the Cougars are going to have to kick off to Oxford. I can guarantee you Sam Adams told them that they're not out of the fight yet. Cougars must be aware of this as Ellison gets set for the M3 Performance and Physical Therapy kickoff. And, of course, Ellison once again puts that one in the field house or wherever he sends it into the end zone and beyond. So Oxford will start the first drive of the second half from the 20-yard line. The Cougar defense looking to maintain the momentum that they had in the first. So it's 1st and 10 at the 20. It'll be interesting to see the body language as the second half wears on. Hampton in motion. Number 23, D.K. Wilson, the ball carrier. He's going to gain about 4 yards. DJ Barber roving around the neighborhood. Of course, he's on his way to Auburn. J. Bubba Mbakwe on his way to Bama. There's another quick release. Nice open field tackle by Roderick Ivey. The reception by number 23, Wilson, gets them a little bit closer to the first. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 for the Yellow Jackets. One of the things about the Cougar defense is that you don't find them out of position much, and even when they're in a one-on-one situation, they know how to break down and attack the ball carrier. That is key, especially as the playoffs get underway, and it gets deeper. And that pass is going to be called incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And, well, I'm surprised they are going for it. That far in their own territory? Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, I believe we got an illegal procedure here. But it's on Clay. Oh, good gravy. Offsides. They got him. Well, a little trickeration. And the Cougars bit. No pun intended. That moves the sticks and gets a fresh 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like there's going to be a loss of yardage on that one, and the Cougars are saying they have it. But there is no turnover on that play. Randall Cole giving that indication. And they're going to say no gain, so they did get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here come the Cougar defenders. They get the pass off. It's a first down. The pass is complete to Thomas. Ivy brings them down. Oxford trying to go a little bit of tempo here, trying to get set quickly. Ball at the 49-yard line. And that pass is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, number 19, Nick Hampton. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Just inside Oxford territory. Cougar defense getting pressure all night. I expect they'll do the same. And another quick pass falls incomplete. There is a flag on the field. Metcalf, the defender. And it's interference against the Cougars. So Oxford getting breaks due to penalties and mistakes by Clay-Chalkville. So it'll move the sticks. And I'll be honest with you now, Oxford is a completely capable team. The Cougars don't need to give them any favors. So you got a man in motion, and there's a flag. We'll see the call. False start on the offense. So remains first down, 1st and 15 from the 41 for the Yellow Jackets. So the Yellow Jackets with 3 receivers low, trying to get the Cougars to bite on the pass. Randall Cole coming up from the bottom of the pile. Wilson, the ball carrier. Gain of about 6 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ball is at the 35-yard line. Three wide. Rolls to his left. Has to get rid of it quickly as number 13, Nakarius Allen, was pretty much about whispering in his ear. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Jackets. And Allen has legs. He is quick. I watched that kid run at practice one day, and if he'd have had a hot dog in his hand, I'd have called him DoorDash. He is just that fast. Man goes into motion. And the Cougars are not fooled by any of that. Coming up at the bottom, Carlos Ivy. So it'll be 4th and 9. Mr. Pickett, Mr. Smith involved on that stop as well as Mr. Cole. And they're going to go for it. They're down 21-0. They got 4 wide. And there is a flag. That looks like a false start. And that's exactly what it is. And this is where typically in the games you start seeing these happen a lot. The Cougar defense being so quick to get into the backfield, that offensive line is a little bit nervous trying to get the jump on Clay-Chalkville. That penalty certainly didn't help them. They're still going to go for it. The last thing they want to do is, it's kind of 6 and 1 1/2 dozen of the other, I guess, going 4 wide. And here come the Cougar defenders. And that pass is nowhere in the neighborhood of the receiver. Is intended for number 23, D.K. Wilson. Falls incomplete, and it'll be turned over on downs. So the Cougars will take over at the 40-yard line. Now what you got to ask yourself is this question: what are my odds when I'm 4th and about 15 to be successful on this? Do I want to give the Cougars 60 yards, or do I want to try to pin them deep? Are they that worried about special teams coverage that, hey, we may as well just go for it and minimize the risk? I don't know on that one. I'd say that's a questionable call. And there goes Jay Bubba. He's going to be swarmed over pretty quick. Number 33, James Tapley, a part of that group to bring him down, along with number 34, Hudson Gilman. Now, if you look at the Oxford defenders, you see those hands on the hips? That is a sign that they are getting tired. And you better believe the Cougar offensive line knows it. A.J. Williams pulls. There's the option. Osley, the ball carrier. He's going to be brought out of bounds by number 10, Keenan Britt. Nice gain. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Cougars. Ball at the 48-yard line. Cougars imposing their will. And they don't get it. Number 52 and number 10 at the bottom of the pile. That is Caleb Tenner and Keenan Britt wrapping up Osley. That play took a little long to develop, if you ask me. It didn't really hit the hole, so to speak. So we'll see what the Cougars come up with. See big Jaquan McCroy out there with the yellow gloves. And there goes Jay Bubba, and it's a first down and a little more in the Oxford territory. And the Cougars will get to the Oxford 49-yard line. That is a Paul Davis first down for the Cougars. So the Cougars keep the sticks moving. Looks to keep doing the same thing they did during the first half. And just kind of matriculate down the field, chew up the clock. A little bit of a different game plan than to strike hard, strike fast. And that's okay. That's showing that you're versatile. Bubba, the ball carrier, once again almost gets loose. He's going to get near the 40. We'll see where the spot is. They're going to spot him at the 42-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Cougars. Cougars look to the sideline to get the play. Probably the most methodical game the Cougars have played all year. There goes Osley. He's going to be wrapped up by number 34, Gilman. and number 10, Britt. And they're going to be fourth and a shoestring. They said third down. There's an official's timeout.
Opiate addiction is still on the rise.
Absolutely. In the U.S., there's been some recent new attention from the presidential administration setting aside new funds and changing some limits for medications that can help. And in fact, the Surgeon General has even asked people to look at opiate dependence as more of a chronic condition like diabetes or high blood pressure.
So they've focused attention and resources on helping with addiction?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so how can people get in contact with Medplex Inc.? Because I know there's going to be a lot of people watching today that this could really change their lives.
Absolutely. If you or someone you care about needs help, please give us a call at 205-731-9090 or check out our website at medplexinc.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Lillian Lalo with CBS 42.
All right, after much consternation, you missed it because they went and they measured it and were playing with the sticks. It is a Brett Rogers Keller Williams Realty first down for the Cougars. Pardon me, a Paul Davis first down. Mbakwe, the ball carrier. Two-yard gain makes it 2nd and 8 for the Cougars. Ball spotted at the 38. About 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Mbakwe on the keeper once again. He's going to be wrapped up by number 43, and that is Diaz Fleming. So no gain on that play. I will give Oxford credit. They know where Mbakwe is at all times. The Cougars managed to find the answer, though, to keep those sticks moving and get those first downs. Cougars in tight trips formation. They go into motion. And Craver with the reception. That's enough for a Paul Davis Restoration's first down. Craver is going to be brought down at the bottom of the pile, number 32, P.J. Watkins. And the Cougars move the sticks. And this is the thing, you know, you spend a lot of time trying to stop the Cougars on the ground, and they're beating you in the air. It's a matter of a pick your poison kind of night for the Yellow Jackets. And there just simply isn't an answer. Ozzie looking for room, has a little bit. And let's see where they call him out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. There's two of them. And that is holding against the Cougars, so that'll come back. And Coach Gilmer is upset. Chatting it up with the official. Saw a little bit of a smile come across his face. You know, kind of it is what it is. Mbakwe throws on the run. And that pass is going to be incomplete. So it's second down. Sitting there looking at the scoreboard. It hadn't caught up yet. Cougars maintaining a 21-0 lead. 2:18 remaining in the third quarter. And Oxford fans are leaving. There are a number of Oxford fans that have called it a night. And that pass is intercepted in the end zone. No flag on the play. Number 4, Cedric Twamon picks off the rainbow. And you could say that's the first major mistake by the Cougars this evening. And keep in mind what we were saying about getting in a hurry and doing things too quickly or trying to do too much. You know, Cougars are up 21-0 in a tighter contest. This could really come back to bite you. And that's not to say that this game is over by any measure, but the Cougars need to be mindful of such plays. Not a lot happening on that play. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2 wide for the Jackets. And that pass is going to be incomplete. Number 2, Lewis, the intended receiver. He's upset, wanting a call, but there is none, so it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And fans, we want to be sure that you come out and have a little fun with us as it's senior night next week when the Shades Valley Mounties roll in to take on the Cougars in the last home contest of the season. And that one there could have been swiped out of the air. Jamarcus Jones was in the neighborhood, and he knows it. Now to bring up 4th down. And I don't think we'll see any trickeration on this one. Number 34, Hudson Gilman, back there to punt. Craver back to receive. And he gets it on the run. Looks for his blocker, avoids a tackle. Stays on his feet trying to accelerate. There's a flag. There's a flag. And that's an indicator of holding. And there's another flag. And it looks like a block in the back as well. So we got multiple penalties on the field. Got all kinds of laundry. Calgon, take me away. Not that Calgon. What is that detergent with 20 Mule Team, Borax, Tide, Cheer, whatever it is. A lot of laundry on the field. So we'll see what they mark them off. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the holding. So the ball goes to the 50-yard line. Cougars keeping it on the ground. And there's a scrum. Osley carrying the load. He's going to be brought down by number 43, Giez Fleming. And it's 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. gain of a yard on that play. And, you know, funny story in all seriousness, they're wearing the white uniforms. You can ask Coach Richardson this. This is a true story. Went to play Hartselle in the playoffs, and, I mean, the field was like a waterbed and all mud. And when those players got finished, I'm telling you, let's see, that pass is complete. And the Cougars may have there's a flag on the field. Housley with the reception. We'll see the call from the official. Holding against the Cougars, so that'll come back. Nonetheless, after each contest, we typically gather up all the uniforms. Well, needless to say, we had to get the mud off of them first. So Coach Richardson and I are in there using anything and everything we can, scrub brushes and all, and we got them spread out in the shower, and we're trying to hose these things off. And I'm telling you, we had to be in there for 3 or 4 hours that night. Needless to say, the best thing we could have done was probably junk them. But they did get them white again. And every time I see the white uniforms, I never forget that night. And I can certainly appreciate what these coaches do to take care of these kids, jumping in the middle of that stuff. So with the penalty, it is 2nd and 15 for the Cougars, ball at the 45-yard line. And that's the end of the quarter, folks. Cougars maintaining a 21-0 lead. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll be right back.
You deserve care that's designed specifically for you. At M3, you are our focus. We help you move well, live well, and do amazing things.
All right, folks, we're back. And some scoring updates. Spain Park looks to try to upset you at Trussville. They're up 30-21, 4:44 in the third quarter. Thompson over Tuscaloosa County, 25-0. Gaston City over Lee Huntsville, 28-0. And some 6A matchups that have playoff implications. Mbakwe's pass is batted down. So it'll bring up third down. Taurus Chambers, the intended receiver. So it's 3rd and 15. Ball at the 45. I spotted a Colorado Buffaloes jacket in the crowd. I don't know if Dion's here. And they're saying that that's incomplete. And here come the Boo Birds. I honestly thought Compton had it myself. I thought it was a pretty slick catch, but I guess it's not. So it'll be 4th and 15 for the Cougars. Xavier Starks back there to punt it. So Oxford gets the defensive stop. Cougars very conservative here in the second half. And it's a high, short punt. And it takes a Cougar bounce. And will be down at the 31. Those punts are dangerous in two ways. They're dangerous in one way because you give the potential for an easy run back for the receiving team, but it's also dangerous because it's high up, and if they're not paying attention and it smacks one of the players, that ball could easily be turned back over to the punting team. So we're just into the fourth quarter. Oxford looking to make anything happen. Number 23, Wilson, the ball carrier, with a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Oxford. That quick pass is dropped by number 23, Wilson. Looked like he might have been anticipating the hit because there was a Cougar defender bearing down on him. So that'll bring up 3rd down. Cougar defense looking to make something happen. Here comes the pressure. There's the pass over the middle. Number 23, who has been getting called all night, as DK Wilson. And it looks like they got him by the helmet, so that's going to be a personal foul against the Cougars. That's going to tack on another 15. So, they're going to call it a face mask. So that'll put the ball at the 15. And that is about as close as Oxford has come to the end zone in a minute. We'll see how the Cougar defense reacts because they are not going to be happy. And there they go. Swarming, tackling. Thomas, the ball carrier. Whole host of Cougar defenders, led by number 13, Nicarius Allen, with the tackle. Loss of yardage on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Yellow Jackets. And that is a score. The Yellow Jackets get on the board. Nick Richardson with the reception. That was just a rough series for the Cougar defense. Flag on the field. And it looks like they're going to call offsides. Up, false start. So that backs up the kicker a little bit. And the PAT is no good. I can promise you this. Drew Gilmer and Coach Helms are going to have a chat with the defense. That was an awful series for the Cougar defense. Very uncharacteristic. And even if you got some backups in playing, you got to be disciplined in your play. Not only that, the big penalty at the end gives your opponent a short field. Oftentimes you'll hear that they've got some players swapped in and out, but that is not an excuse. So the usual suspects back to receive for the Cougars. Craver looking for some room to his right. Doesn't get much, but he will get it across the 25. We'll see where the actual spot is. Well, we'll see what's going on. Holding against the Cougars during the return. So with that penalty, the ball is going to be spotted at the 14-yard line. Mbakwe trying to get his players lined up. Well, it seems like there's a bit of miscommunication. Mbakwe keeps it himself, goes straight up the gut. He's going to be brought down by number 10, Keenan Brett. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. Now, I find it funny that they do this thing, be sportsmanlike and don't put noisemakers or whatever. And what do you hear? Noisemakers. Nonetheless, Osley's the ball carrier. He's going to be brought down by number 10, Keenan Brett. And there's a flag on the field. Number of penalties during the game. Holding against the Cougars again. It seems at this point that the only thing that's really been able to stop the Cougars are the penalties. Along with the noisemakers that were somebody made an announcement about sportsmanship to not use. Cougars continue to pound it forward. So we'll see what happens. Here comes the white hat. So there's no flag. 3rd and 5. Cougars running it again, and looks like they're going to have enough for the first. Osley carrying the load once again. He's going to get to the 26-yard line. And that's another Paul Davis first down for the Cougars. Just under 8 minutes remaining in the contest. This game is really slowed to a crawl. Oh, wait a minute. What we got here? Osley with a huge gain. And he's going to be brought down by Christian Gibson. This game is really slow. And that's going to be another Paul Davis first down for the Cougars. Wait a minute. What we got here? Osley with a huge. Cedric Twyman also on that stop. Cougars continuing to grind it out. Osley continuing to carry the load. Ball is at the 49-yard line. So the clock continues to run. There's a flag on the field. Taurus Chambers, the ball carrier. And the Oxford coaches are pointing. So we have holding again. So this will put the ball at the 41-yard line. Second and 18 for Clay-Chalkville. Two wide, single man in the backfield. Mbakwe on the keeper. He's going to be brought down by number 34, Hudson Gilman. Clock continues to run. This game had a very slow pace. So the Cougars go four wide. That pass is intended for Kamar Robinson. Had a little too much mustard on it. And now to bring up fourth down. The penalties have not helped the Cougars at all and have really thrown the tempo off. You can't really get in a rhythm. And that is a line drive that takes a Cougar bounce and will spin dead right at the 16-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Oxford with 5:07 remaining in the game. And if Thompson was any indication, this thing ain't over yet by a long shot. So we'll see what the Cougar defense brings. So they're three wide. And they managed to get one off. The Cougars are bringing the pressure. Number one, Christian Gibson with the reception. Now there was holding back there. You can watch the video yourself, but they didn't call it. Nonetheless, big play for Oxford. And that is a lateral. Pick up the ball. And the Cougars pick it up. And the officials are running with them. And that's a touchdown for the Cougars. They were confused. The coaches were yelling and screaming. If that ball had gone out of bounds, I almost wondered if that ball had gone out of bounds, if somebody would have been doing some stadium drills. Got to recognize those things. Here comes the official. May have been excessive celebration. Well, let's see what happens here. False start against Oxford. That penalty is declined. Touchdown. So the Cougar defense finally gets that score they've been looking for. Ellison comes to pick up the change. You know, sometimes I wonder, they say, hey, there's a penalty. You want to take it or you want the score? It's almost like, Mr. Official, you know what we're going to take. But thanks for asking. So the Cougars extend their lead to 22 with 4:35 remaining in the contest. Now let's see what's going on in the area. Because by all counts, it looks like Clay-Chalkville is going to be the region champs once again. So Central Phoenix City leads Auburn 27-13 at the end of the third. Trying to get some 6A updates here. Mountain Brook 47, Mortimer Jordan 14. Spain Park still holding on to their lead. Hoover 28-7 over Chelsea. And Ellison boots another one. And this one gets the pylon, so it goes out of bounds. But it goes in the end zone, I should say. And that ball will be spotted at the 20. Still have no update from Huffman and Pell City. They try to get the quick release, no flag on the play. Now I want to highlight something here between these two teams. They have helped each other up, patted each other on the back. So kudos to Oxford for showing the sportsmanship. You wish there were more games like that. Oxford rips one up the middle. Still on his feet. That's number 23, D.K. Wilson. That's probably the longest run they've had since their opening drive of the contest. Four wide, single man in the backfield. And WWE style tackle there. number 13, Nicarius Allen. Giving him one of those Rick Steiner moves. Or was that, it was that Brock Lesnar that sends him to Suplex City? Oxford going 4 wide once again. High snap. And Oxford rips up another one right up the middle. This time it's number 5, Jaden Thomas. Now I want you to pay attention, folks, because those are starters back there. Barber, Ivy, and Ivy at linebacker. Mr. Pickett in the gang up front, and those runs are being ripped off on them. I think Coach Helms will be talking to him a little bit this week. With that play, it'll be 4th down. Ball spotted at the Cougar 48. Because your starters are in there, and that pass is complete to number 9, Nick Richardson. With under 2 minutes remaining in the game, Oxford has the Cougar defense, the starting Cougar defense, on its heels. And the ball is loose. The Cougars are saying they got it. We'll see what happens when they unravel it. There's Randall Cole being peeled off. Oxford maintains possession. At the bottom of the pile is Mr. Pickett. We got $1.35 remaining in the game. And they're going to call holding against the Cougars. You know, despite that scoreboard, I've got to say it's been a bit of a rough night for the Cougar defense. So these penalties have been eating them alive. They have been uncharacteristically gashed at times by the Oxford run game. And I'll be honest with you, the papers won't say it, but the coaches know it. And they're still flying around. Effectively no gain on the play, maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Oxford. Oxford looking to make a statement and score before the end of the contest. They got an open man back there. And that is a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. Number 9, Nick Richardson. I've called his name a lot tonight on passes received. And he gets away again with 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Now this will be interesting that they go for 2. Oxford trying to make up their mind. I see number 5, Jaden Thomas, the running back, out there. Looking to the sideline. Number 16, Mason Mims, out there as well. So they're going to go for 2. And they get it. Here comes the onside kick. I just don't see anything but that coming. With 45 seconds left in the game, Oxford has managed to bully the Cougars on that last drive and have come out swinging in the second half. And if you get down to brass tacks, folks, in the third and fourth quarter, the Cougars are losing 14-7. Got to call it what it is. When you're facing opponents like this, you got to finish them. And remember that reference I made to Thompson earlier. If you look into your side of the field, you see they got the hands group lined up. You see where he is, and there it goes. And Nakarius Allen gets on top of it. So the Cougars will probably punch it once and then take the victory knee and go home. You're 6A R6 region champs. But with the playoffs looming right around the corner, they are going to have to get it together. So we can take some quick takeaways from this game. One, they've effectively had 2 weeks off. They're coming off the high of beating Thompson. Had a week off and taking nothing away from Huffman, but they were up 65-0 at the half. Not really that kind of competition to sharpen your blade with. So you get to this contest. They get off to a slow start. Defensively, they get off to a slow start. And they never really put that dagger in the heart of the Yellow Jackets. Lots of penalties. Looked to be some sloppy play. But those kind of things can happen. And these can be trap games for you. So they'll go back, they'll regroup, they'll get it together. They know what they have to do going into the playoffs, because the road to the championship is not easy. And the memories aren't that long that they don't remember being bounced out of the playoffs by Parker 7-6. So we have a timeout on the field with 37 seconds remaining in the game. The Cougars will finish their season at home against Shades Valley, who right now are playing the Pinson Valley Indians. So let's see what they're doing. Cougars continuing to punch it down the field. And I think the Cougars are just going to let the clock just run out here. So another timeout is taken by Oxford. So Oxford, well, and the clock continues to run. And I think it's understood what's about to happen here, folks. And that's going to do it. Your Clay-Chalkville Cougars come away with the victory 28-14. They are your 6A R6 region champions. So congratulations to the Cougars. They did it 3 in a row as they defeat the Yellow Jackets 28-14. We want you to hit that like button, give us that thumbs up. Be sure to share. We want to thank you, Moxie Media Group. Thanks you for watching tonight. We want you all to be safe. And as you go throughout your week and your travels, may the Lord add a hedge of protection around you. Good night. God bless you. And go Cougars!